Hello. Today we're going to be reviewing the projectors type in human design. Human design has an entirely different language that names part of the body graph, which I'm about to show you. And projectors is one of the human design terms to label something in a category type. And with type, we get our strategy, but we're only going to be reviewing type today because it's just the beginning. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to share my screen with you. I like to share how the world is divided up by type because we can get a really good sense of a lot of things just from this chart alone. There are 5 energy types. You can see manifesting generators, 33%, generators, 37%, manifestors, 9%, reflectors, 1%. Here's the projectors, 20%, this light blue color. So the projectors are a minority, and actually they're a newer type that came in 1781, okay? Because it actually was required. We need, oops, I don't want to watch this. We need projectors to help the evolution of the planet. So again, this small piece of the pie right here is the projectors, 20%. The majority of humans on the planet are generators and inherently are designed mechanically different, just mechanically. So let's talk about projectors, okay? First of all, you'll have a bunch of these charts can be run on for free on a bunch of different websites, and you'll always have this type up there. And then you'll have self-projected projector, splenic projector, ego projector. So those first 2 words pertain to authority, which we'll not be covering right here, right now, but later. But they will have the type, which is a projector. So that's where you find that. Now, just the mechanics of a projector. What makes a projector a projector? It's an undefined sacral. So this is the sacral energy center. There are 9 energy centers, and you can see that some are colored in, which means they're defined, and some are white or open, which means undefined. And this is the sacral center right in the center here, and it's undefined. So projectors have an undefined sacral center, and they have no motor connected to the throat. We have 4 motors in human design. We have the root center, the sacral center, it's a motor, the will center, and the emotional solar plexus. I know this is a lot of information, but just so we can get the mechanics, these motors do not connect up to the throat. This is how they would connect. This is called a channel, and it would connect, this would be lit up. And when the channel's lit up, it lights up both gates both of the centers that it's coming from. Anyway, we're going to go more onto, so that is what makes a projector, the mechanics of the way the energy flows inside the body graph. Because of the way that it flows here, the projectors have a focus and absorbing aura. It can see into the other. So it's a newer type because of the way it's designed, there's no motor to the throat, and this is our activation manifestation center and also our center for communication. However, there's not any initiating energy in the projector. So it requires a need to be recognized and invited in order to share the information that the projector has. It also, because of that, the aura of the penetrating aura, it needs people to activate a response, if you will, but projectors, okay, I'm switching thoughts. So I want to go back to the sacral center. The sacral is undefined, and this is our workforce, life force energy. And so this is our working energy. So projectors are not meant to work or designed to work really, really long hours because they don't have consistent access to energy. So when it's open, it's actually picking up energy or borrowing it from somebody in the environment or around them and then experiencing it in an amplified way. However, it's not theirs to keep. It's something to be borrowed. And so projectors have incredible amounts of power in the short run because of the openness of the sacral center, and they have energy as well, power and energy, but it's just not meant to hold or sustain that energy. And that if they try to hold on, it could be depleting and exhausting them. So the other important themes, because the way the mechanics of this energy without having the consistent access to workforce energy, doesn't mean that they can't work, but it just is, it feels different in the body because it's not theirs. And it's not designed to be theirs. So when we mentioned 4 motors previously, these 4 centers, this person has this, some projectors can have these motors defined. And from those motors, they will get a source of energy. This is the will center. This is the emotional center, and this is the root center. All of these motors work in a different way to provide energy. This is like a wave. This is like a bank account. So you have to put something in to draw something out. And this root center works like a pulse. So this can also, if any of those centers are defined in the projectors, they can have they get energy of their own, but it's always this open sacral, which is strictly just workforce, life force energy to build and do the things that need to be done to build the work. And that's why the majority of the world are going back to generators. They have a defined sacral and they're here to do the work of the world. But projectors, again, we're getting back to projectors. They are here for a very different purpose. They were a newer type of human type that have come around in 1781 because we're needed. The projectors are here to guide the rest of us, not guide everyone, but guide the tribe, their tribe that recognizes them for their brilliance. Because obviously this energy is very sacred, and projectors actually have a great ability to be super wise about energy use. And that's when you can guide your people. Projectors guide their people, their tribe, the people that can recognize them for their genius and follow them, and then they can do the work of the world. They see potential. They project into the other, they can see the potential of everyone else. However, it's sometimes really hard for projectors to look within themselves, but it's very, very great for projectors to be able to speak things out, talk it out, to hear them, because when it comes outside them, it sounds differently. Yep, they need others to recognize their wisdom, to gain the access to the energy for taking the action and being heard. That's a huge thing. Being heard, they need to be recognized to be heard. They're here to guide their people. That's the purpose of the projectors. And since they are taking in the energy here, at the end of the day, it's suggested it's best if they can sleep alone whenever possible, but also, and go to bed a little bit, go to the bed and lay down horizontally like a half an hour before bed to really dispel all the energy that has been picked up in their aura throughout the day. Because that may help the projectors sleep better. I just forgot one other thing. Okay, yep. On all the charts, you'll see this theme. This is the emotional theme, success and bitterness. So when a projector is out of alignment, they will experience bitterness because they're not being recognized, they're not being seen, and no one for the genius that they have to offer. So that's just an emotional cue for the projector. Hey, it's time for the projector to put some deposits into the self-worth bank account and do some self-love and self-care and restoration and things like that. It's really important for a projector to really take care of their self-worth and their self-love, and also time to restore themselves, because really healthy self-worth makes a projector compelling and brings in more invitations. And so the God, universe, spirit really responds, invitations will disappear when they're not caring for those parts of themselves, because they don't have the energy and they don't have the worth, or the invitations will match where that worth is, and it won't be the greatest match for that projector. So again, and that's the other theme, the other emotional theme is success. And it may not be success of like, I have 55 awards or I won the Olympics. However, it's the success of actually being able to help or guide their people for the projector. There was an alignment of energy in someone, and the projector was really able to help them and guide them. And the potential was realized for that human. That is probably what success feels for a projector. So I'm just going to stop sharing the screen. Okay, so we reviewed some general information about the projector. And so what I'll leave you with is just a couple of questions. Is there anything that resonated with you from this video? Is there anything that brought up a question or that really intrigued you? Those are what I'm going to leave you with today. I love the pie in the beginning because it just shows that we all have a purpose. We were all created on purpose for a purpose, and they're pretty unique purposes. And one of the biggest things that human design offers is that we really need each other to be ourselves, because we're playing a crucial role in the evolution of the planet. So thank you for watching and have a beautiful day.